Social Engineering, Lesson 1. The Art of Deception. The honest reality about your network is that in spite of all of the incredible effort that your network administrators put into protecting it, all of the firewall and antivirus software, all the additional security measures, there is one link that is always the weakest. And that link is you. So what is social engineering? According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, it's an outside hacker's use of psychological tricks on legitimate users of a computer system in order to obtain information he needs to gain access to a system. Or it's getting needed information, for example a password, from a person rather than breaking into a system. Or social engineering involves gaining sensitive information or unauthorized access privileges by building inappropriate trust relationships with insiders. Here are some comments from notorious hacker Kevin Mitnick. He said, "The weakest link in the security chain is the human element." And according to a March 2000 article in the Washington Post, he said, in more than half of his successful network exploits, he gained information about the network, sometimes including access to the network, through social engineering. He also said, you could spend a fortune purchasing technology and services, and your network infrastructure could still remain vulnerable to old-fashioned manipulation. These are the simple definitions for what a social engineer does, but how is it we are so easily tricked? Well, social engineering is not a new thing at all. In reality, it's probably as old as speech and goes back to the first lie itself. Social engineering is still successful today because people are generally helpful, especially to someone who is nice, knowledgeable, and/or insistent. And remember, social engineering cannot be blocked by technology alone. In fact, Kevin Mitnick, from his book The Art of Deception, brings out that people inherently want to be helpful and therefore are easily duped. They assume a level of trust in order to avoid conflict. It's all about gaining access to information that people think is innocuous when it isn't. Yes, it's true. We want to believe people. When we hear a nice voice on the other line insisting that we help them, or when we hear that they can help us, we want to listen to them. We respond. It's part of our trusting human behavior. Well, it is a fine quality to trust others, but we need to know when certain things should send up red flags in our minds. So even simple information that we think is unimportant may be used by a social engineer to hurt us or our company later on. So the key to protecting ourselves and our company from social engineering is to become more familiar with some of the tricks involved, and to have policies in place that prevent a social engineer from getting through our weakest links, us.